Welcome back everybody, I'm DJ Fogey and this is my fourth episode of a Dwarf Fortress tutorial. If you haven't seen my previous episodes, I advise you to go back if you want to learn more about this game and what it means, what everything on your screen means. But in this episode I'm going to explain a couple more details about digging in and creating a fortress, which is what this game is made for basically. Now, in the last episode, I designated a few trees over here. You can see them. They are highlighted in this blackish, brownish color. As you can see, I've already gotten 4 piles of wood. And what we're going to be doing with this wood is creating beds and things like that. But first, we need somewhere to put those beds. And I am going to find a good spot somewhere around in here that I can use to create my fortress. And I believe a good spot, honestly, would be right where in front of where I cut down those trees. So let me go ahead and show you what you need to do this. So if you look up here, you'll see D for designations. All right, you hit the D key on your keyboard, and you'll get this cursor. And this is the same way you chose basically the trees to be chopped down, but this time you're going to use D for mine. Mine is basically exactly what it says. You're mining out an area. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select a good spot to dig a tunnel. And a good spot would be 3 right there. Let's see. We'll do it right here. So I'm going to hit enter twice, and you'll see that this little spot on the wall has been changed a different color. That means one of my miners is going to come down and mine that out. But that's obviously not enough room. So what we want to do is put our cursor back over that, a little yellow X, and I'm going to hit enter once, and I'm going to move down. You can see it's blinking right now. And if I go back here, and I'm going to make this tunnel 3 tiles wide, for reasons I'll tell you later, but just make sure your entrance tunnel is about that wide. And then I'm going to move back here to the very back of this little hill in the land, and I'm going to hit enter again. This is going to designate this entire long corridor to be dug out by my miners. Okay? And if I hit escape and resume the game, you'll see now that these 2 little spots are blinking. My miners are going to come down here, right there they are, and they will start digging away. They'll start clearing that tunnel out for our fortress. Now, while they're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and pause it for a second. And then I'm going to hit D for designations, D for mine, and I'm going to select another spot. Probably, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to start it right here. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 spots, so it's 5 wide. I'm going to go down to the bottom right here and hit enter. This is going to create a little square in my tunnel. And what that means is that little square basically is going to be used for a trading depot. Okay? And you need a 5x5 area for a trading depot. That means whenever I get a trade caravan, they're going to be able to come down this tunnel and set all their goods out right here so that I can come and trade with them. Okay? Second thing I'm going to do is probably create a small tunnel. I'm going to enter right there, and I'm going to go down this way right to the edge of this. I don't want to mine into this wall because water will spill out and flood our fort, but I'm going to hit enter right here. This is going to create a 2x2 tunnel. Okay? And this tunnel I can use to build more rooms off to begin with. So I'm going to create a small little entranceway for one room, and then I'm going to go down here and create a square room. About like that. This I can use for storage, temporary storage, as well as other things. In the future it can be used, changed into a completely different use, which I am planning for. And that would be like a military barracks right here in the entrance so that I can control who comes in and out of my fortress. Now I'm going to create another tunnel right here next to my trading depot spot. I'm gonna go back about this far. Actually, I can go back a little bit further. Let me do that real quick. Go back right about here. Now notice when I dig these tunnels and these rooms and stuff, I'm not digging into the outside wall. You don't want to do that because you're going to create another entrance to your fortress. You only need one, and it's good for security to only have one entrance to your fortress. So keep that in mind when you're designing your initial fortress. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a room right next to this pond, okay? I'm going to make it fairly large. Probably, well, it doesn't need to be that big, does it? That'll probably be big enough for now. Matter of fact, let me, just to make sure, I'm gonna go right here as well. And this will be used to create my farm, okay? This water right here, I can take advantage of this pond of water. Once this room is dug out, I will dig into this wall and let the water spill out across my fortress, or across this room, so that it creates mud. And mud is needed for an underground farm. So I'm going to do it just like that. And I'm going to create the entrance to this room, probably in the back corner here. Right there. So that my miners can get through and do all this. Another thing I'm going to do right here, I'm going to create another room. Remember, I'm not going to go on the outside wall. I'm going to skirt around it right here. And probably this will be big enough. This room I can use for any number of things as well. It's not going to be flooded, so I'm going to go ahead and create a little doorway there. And you know what? That would be a good spot right in here to create the main entrance to our fort. So yeah, I think I'm gonna enter here and go all the way back. Remember, I'm not gonna get this outside wall. I don't want an extra entrance to the fort. I just want to be able to go deeper, and I can dig stairways going down into the ground, which I cannot see right now, right here, so that anybody coming into the fort has to go through this hallway, down this hallway, and then down this hallway, and through this room to get to the steps that lead into my main fortress. So plan for the future whenever you're digging these initial fortresses out. So keep that in mind, guys. Right, so this is enough digging for now, so I'm gonna go ahead and let him start digging that out. Another thing that I could be doing at the moment is designating some more trees and plants to be chopped down. So I'm going to hit D for designations, T for trees, chop down trees. I'm going to select some more trees and things like that to be chopped down. I'm going to go down here, select a larger area for those trees. Now I'm going to hit, what is it? P, yeah, P for gather plants. I'm going to hit P. Then I'm going to select the same exact area for the plants to be gathered. It works the same way as chopping down trees. So I'm going to hit enter. You'll see all those plants just got highlighted. My farmer guy will come, or actually my woodcutter will cut down these trees and gather these plants. So let me hit escape. Now I want to start building some furniture, some beds actually. And to do that, I'm going to hit B for building, and then W for workshops. And you can see that in this list over here. You can see all kinds of different things here. But I'm going to scroll down to workshops. As you can see, workshops, W. I'm going to hit W for workshops. And then it's going to give me another list of workshops that I can build. And I want a carpenter's workshop. A carpenter is going to be the one in charge of all your wooden objects such as beds and things like that. And I'm going to hit C for carpenter's workshops. Now if you look on this screen, it's going to, you see the red X's. That means that I cannot place this building here. I need to move it to open ground to be able to place the building. And if I move up, you can see the X's turn green. Well, I can place that building here. And I'm going to go ahead and enter once. Once I hit enter, it's going to ask you, so what do you want to make it out of? And you can see how many of these different types of wood, ash logs or oak logs or maple, you can see how many of them you have. And I'm going to go ahead and choose ash because I have a small reserve, 4 different logs. So I'm going to go ahead and use my plus and minus keys to go down to ash logs, and then I'm going to hit enter. And then that's going to designate a small, I don't know if you can see this on the video, you should be able to, but you'll see this little thing and that and that. That's just a building that needs to be built yet. It's designating the spot for that building. And if I hit escape, and space to unpause the game, which it already is, yep, there he is. My little guy is going to come in there and start building my carpenter's workshop. And as soon as he gets done, I'm going to pause the game again. And now that the carpenter's workshop is done, I need to tell the guy to come in here and start building beds. Okay? To do that, I'm going to hit Q for Set Building Tasks Preferences. So I'm going to hit the Q key on my keyboard, and you'll get this cursor. You can move this cursor around to different buildings or designations you already have to set its tasks. Now I'm going to highlight my woodcutter's, or not my woodcutter, sorry, my carpenter's workshop, and I'm going to hit A for Add New Task. Okay, let me hit A, and right now I want to build beds for my dwarves to sleep on. And if you look down here, it says Construct Beds B. So I'm going to hit the B key on my keyboard to have him construct a bed. That's going to place an order for my dwarf to come and build beds. And what I want to do is repeat this task a bunch of times. And there's a couple of ways I can do that. I can add another task, hit B for bed, and now he will construct 2. Well, what if I want a bunch of them? What if I don't want to go through here and hit AB every time I want to construct a bed? Well, there's an easy way to do that. If you look down here, you say R for repeat. If I hit R, he will start repeating this task over and over until you come in and cancel, which is C, cancel the current task. So if I hit C, it'll get rid of that task. But I want about 7 or 9, actually I'm going to create 9 beds. So I'm going to AB, 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 AB until I get 9 beds. Actually that's 10. Let me hit once, hit C once, and now I have 9 beds that are slated for construction. Now I need somewhere to put those beds. If I don't tell him where to put those beds, he'll just leave them in the workshop and it'll get cluttered up, and then he won't be able to build my beds. So I'm going to hit P, the P key on your keyboard, stockpiles, P for stockpiles, and if you hit U, you can use it for furniture. Hit the U key for furniture storage, and then use your cursor to designate the spot that you want them to place these items. And I'm going to place one right here. Nice little spot for them to put our initial items we started out with, as well as the beds that we construct. So I'm going to hit escape, space to resume, and there he goes. He just grabbed some logs, he took it into the workshop, and now he's making a bed. By the way, you can see stuff already being put in this furniture stockpile. What that is my dwarves down here, right here, are grabbing some of the items I brought with me and taking them over to the furniture stockpile to be stored. And by the way, you can use this once you get everything out of the wagon here, is what it is, and placed in your fortress, you can deconstruct that wagon for wood. So let me go down here and check on how well my miners are going along. They're working their butts off. Good deal. It's exactly what I wanted to see. Now that everything is pretty much set up, I am starting to run out of time, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and end this episode, and we will get into more detailed things to do with your fortress in the next episode. Other than that, thanks for watching, guys. Next episode we'll probably be moving everything on the inside of the fortress. So like I said, thanks for watching. Join me in the next episode.